All right, what's going on, y'all? So, as y'all can see, I'm kind of sorting through my artillery here. I realized, bro, I really got a lot of lenses and stuff for this L mount already, and I guess I want to just talk to y'all about what's my favorite lenses. I feel like a lot of people ask me every day, what lenses and stuff. So yeah, let's talk about it. So I got a new camera today. Well, actually, I got it last night, but we're gonna say today because it's y'all first time seeing it. It's already fully rigged out. It's new, but not really new. I went ahead and bought the S52X version, and it came with the 85 millimeter f1.8 for free. So yeah, it's fully rigged out as y'all can see already, which is amazing. You feel me? The yeah, I got the S52X and I have the S52. So this is gonna really help out a lot when I'm trying to get multiple angles when I'm filming myself. Also now I can go back to taking photos too because my S52 originally got damaged I think from being in the rain and stuff. I haven't been able to snap photos with this camera for the longest, so it's good that I can go back to taking some stills and stuff too. Especially now that I'm doing content creating, I can get my thumbnails and stuff easier now instead of always having to generate them from what I filmed. Also, yeah, I just feel like with the Black Magic Cinema 6K full frame, um, and having these two cameras, I really can shoot a whole film at this point. To be honest, I have three great cameras. When it comes to like the 6K quality, the full frame. So I have three full frames now. That shit sounds crazy to me. But yeah, man, I really am ready to see what's the difference as far as like quality with this. I don't think that it's gonna, make a major difference. But I do feel like, having that option to record right into an external hard drive instead of a memory card is really dope. They said that you can live stream from it. I'm gonna figure that out today. If so, I'm gonna actually go out and create some content live and let y'all watch me film myself pretty much. I think that'd be pretty dope. You say I just went from the S52 to the S52X as well. As owning the S52, I always looked at the X as the camera I should have bought. Exactly. You just said it right there. So instead of me having that chip on my shoulder, like, damn, I probably should have got that camera instead of this one. Why not have both? You know what I'm saying? And this is really dope because now I can use this as just like I ain't gonna say my crash cam, but say if I'm on set and I have somebody there that can help out with BTS, and they can now just use my camera to film me filming. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I got it. Cole said, "Can you explain stills?" So stills are literally pictures that generated from movies or just from your video. So say if you film a whole video and you don't actually have no pictures that you can use for your thumbnails, most of the time you could just literally freeze frame and either screenshot it, or you can have like the option in a lot of programs where it literally will generate a still from it, which is a still photo from the video. And you do get some nice images that way, but it's always going to be better to take a real photography shot of whatever you're doing, because I don't know, the camera just knows to use the shadow depth of field and all that stuff a little differently. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you could snap photos for real, I would definitely do that for your thumbnails. They'll be more appealing. You get more of the megapixels and all that stuff in those shots versus just freeze framing the video. But yeah. All right, what's going on, Astro? He said, "Hey, do you think shooting in 12-bit using Atomos monitor is worth it?" I'm gonna just be honest. I can't say if it is or not because I never used Atomos footage. I have recorded into one before, but I got a lot of footage on my Atomos that I recorded, but I haven't like really experimented with it, so I can't really say yes or no. But I will say, for a person that never did it, y'all see the quality I'm producing, so I would say no. um, Depending on what setup you got, you might need something that boosts it up. So I guess a better question is, what camera do you shoot with, and why do you feel like you need the 12-bit and all of that stuff? I guess that's where we can go with that. But yeah, man, how y'all feel about it? Y'all think this was a smart decision to get the S52X, knowing that they have other cameras that they are working on releasing from Panasonic? And I was gonna get a Sony, but something just told me to like not really jump on the bandwagon of that. It's like I kind of wanted to. I kind of wanted to just let people know that it's still great to use other cameras. It's outside of what's trending. Everybody want to get a Sony because that's just what everybody highlights. But me personally, I think that Panasonic and Black Magic is what's winning to me right now, and it's not because these are cameras I have. Just going off of trying to color grade, edit, all of that stuff, bro. It's way easier. It's way more user friendly, and especially somebody starting out. Yeah, the Sony does have like unreal shadow depth of field, and just I love the way that it captures motion. Like it makes the 24 frames per second look really dreamy. That's something that kind of reeled me into it. And who knows, I might could let me not even say that because knowing me, I will end up buying the shit, and I don't need to. I got shit now. It's crazy. I don't even want to say how many cameras I own, but yeah, we're gonna just leave it at that. But anyway, man, I told y'all I had got the 18 millimeter, and y'all want to know my honest opinion on it. I'm gonna actually drop a video on this too, but I'm not that crazy about it. And it kind of makes me feel away because I wanted this lens for so long. But when I put it on my camera, it's like it just feels like a little bit more modified version of my kit lens, because the kit lens goes to 20 millimeters by itself, and that comes with the camera for free. So it's like, is this really worth $900 though? I say hell no. Me personally, I don't think that is worth 900 for that one focal length. Just because, I mean, I get it's 18 millimeters f1.8, but I don't think the quality of it and all that shit is worth what they charging. I think they OD'd it with the price. I'll say this live is crispy, bro. I use the Lumix S5 II. I'm using the Black Magic full frame for this with the kit lens. So this is what y'all see right now. As far as it said Marquis said, great work. Thanks for your content. Shit, thanks for y'all tuning in, man. Shit, y'all the reason the content keep coming. Um, I haven't been vlogging these past couple of days because my HDMI cable went out, and it's very hard to film yourself without a wireless transmitter or a monitor that allows you to get a wireless feed to your phone. So a lot of people I can tell that is pretty challenging if you don't have that. So I would highly recommend, if you are creating content by yourself, you need to always have a way to monitor yourself. Make sure you're in the right part of the frame, you got the right composition, because just hitting record and trying to guess where you at doesn't feel right as a cinematographer. It just feels weird. It makes me feel like very awkward, and I'm already socially awkward a lot of the time. So yeah, it just gives me too much anxiety, and I'm like, oh hell no, I don't want to film, because I'm too concerned about if I'm gonna spend all this time trying to get these shots, and then when I get to the computer, I realize either the shit is out of focus or it's not exposed properly. So monitoring yourself is the most important thing, and that's what I would recommend, getting this monitor right here. I'm gonna take it off for y'all to see. But yeah, the Hollyland Mars M1. This is the monitor that y'all need, man. So it has a wireless transmitter built in it already. So all you gotta do is just power on the monitor, plug in the HDMI cable to your camera, and connect to the Wi-Fi that this monitor already has in it. So it has its own Wi-Fi. You connect it to your phone, and when you film yourself, you can literally see whatever your camera is seeing, and you got the option to turn on false color, focus assist, whatever the app has, because you got to download the app that Hollyland has, and it's really quick. Like it's not hard to you know connect to it, and honestly, it's the best investment. Now, something I am considering too is I might buy another one of these to have on my S5 II over here as well. But I don't know, man. I'm tired of spending money. I ain't gonna lie. You say I love me a 35 millimeter. Yeah, this is my guy right here. This is you want to know what's crazy though? Out of all of my lenses, I would say if I had to pick my favorite one to use, oh, this is pretty challenging. Um, if I had to use one lens all day long and shoot all of my content with it, I would probably go with. That's kind of challenging. I was gonna say I'd probably go 50 millimeters, but sometimes it don't be wide enough. But I just think for the price, only $350 for this lens, brand new. I don't think none of these are. Well, I ain't gonna say none of them compared to it, because the 85 millimeter is really nice too if you know what you're doing. But majority of my shots that y'all see is these two or 24 to 70. A fun fact too, the video I did where I was standing by that old record shop in low light. Do y'all realize this was my setup for that? I literally went 24 to 70 for that entire video inside the laundromat, all of that, So I kind of just wanted to prove to people, everybody always scream, oh, this camera not good in low light. You just don't know what the hell you're doing. That's what it is. And just admit it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to shoot in low light. Don't blame the camera, bro. Because to be honest, I shot that video. I did something different too, and it was more so a test for me to review my own LUTs and stuff too. So I think I used the cold case LUT, and I baked it into the footage, so I didn't have to do no editing later. And I just wanted to really experiment as a person that buy my LUTs and see how does that process go, because I don't bake my LUT into my footage because I always like to switch things around later. But I was really shocked at the results that I got with it, because I used a 24 to 70, and surprisingly, my ISO for most of that was at 320 at night with an f2.8. And the reason why I think that was that played out that way is because the natural color that they let you view on vlog is very washed out. It doesn't have a lot of contrast to it. So when you're trying to expose for your shots and you don't really know which color grade you're gonna use, you can kind of shoot yourself in the foot um, later on, because how can I put it? If you're viewing the final product as you're filming, you're gonna get it right the first time, if that makes sense. But if I'm trying to view it off of what I think is gonna look like later, I can technically film it wrong. So I feel like the reason why that came out so clean is because I shot with intent. Like, I knew exactly the color grade that I was going to use. It was already baking into the footage. So as I'm exposing for the color grade, it just made it like pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was no room for error, because it's like you're seeing the final colors as you film it. So that's why I was like, that's why people go so crazy about the real-time LUT feature. I really didn't understand the hype when I made it, but I do see that it is beneficial if you don't know how to color grade and you want to master your shots in camera. They say I went out last night and shot a night vlog. Oh, that's dope. I gotta see what that look like. I love 50 millimeters with my Sony 24 to 70 mil. I'm always going 35 to 60 millimeter. Yeah, that's crazy. 35 millimeter for Lumens is good. If I bought it, I want to get it. Are you asking me or are you telling me? What you asking? Because you put a question mark. I would definitely say if you got the money to spend on it, for sure, I would definitely have the 35 millimeter in my inventory. But if not, to be honest, bro, you can do a lot with just the 50 millimeter. Sometimes this could feel a little too wide, but depending on what type of scenarios and settings that you like to film in, I'm always outside. I'm always out and about. And I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I love wide angle lenses is because it's something about seeing shallow depth of field with an ultra wide perspective, and you kind of really create a lot of separation from whoever you filming or whatever you filming at the time, and just seeing like everything else blurred around this big open space. It just kind of gives you a real feel of like isolation, and then it's like, I don't know, it's more like interesting to look at, I would say. But the more I get into like cinematography, I realize I like the more zoomed in telephoto, like shadow depth of field and all of that. But that's why I say 50 millimeters is really close to what we see with our natural eyes. And I think that's why that one feels the best to anybody who don't even know about cameras. They'll probably pick the 50 millimeter, but that 35 millimeter is the most versatile. And then if you turn on E stabilization, it kind of makes it a 50 millimeter too. So just, I would definitely get it. If you are asking if you should get it, for sure. You know what I'm saying? They say the Canon C80 with the 50 millimeter f1.8, 1.4 is awesome. That's one thing about me. I never really shot with any 1.4 lenses. I do see they have a Sigma 20 millimeter f1.4, and I was going to get that, but somebody, it was what website was selling it? They had a website that was selling it for 400 used. I was going to buy that shit ASAP. Came back, it was gone. I think it was KEH. Yeah, but we have a KEH here, so I think, yeah, we have one. We have a store locally here, so I can go and buy and pick up used lenses whenever. But speaking of used lens, I bought this 18 millimeter used, and they tried to say it was in excellent condition. I think that was false. This shit definitely looked used. Uh, it's not excellent. I'll say it's like it's good condition, but I'm kind of pissed off about that. I did spend like $600 and something dollars for this lens, and I think that's what it is, bro. It's like, I don't feel like this shit really. It's not really selling me on it. Like, let me actually put it in here. Oh, you said, do I use Nisi filters? No, I use Neewer. I think that's how you say it. I use the Neewer filter for my matte box. For my actual magnetic ND filters, I use the Freewell. Shout out to Freewell too. They emailed me recently to send me a tripod for free, out of nowhere, and then I kind of just shot my shot. I would say in the emails. And I asked them, could they send me another set of the magnetic filters, because the only thing about those magnetic ones, I dropped this 24 to 70, so it's kind of broke, and this is dented in. Like my ring on here is kind of crooked, so I end up losing my set stop ND from it, and I was really hurt about that because that shit basically lived on my camera, especially when I'm out filming in the daytime. So since I lost it, I didn't really want to spend 150 for a new set. I just took the risk and asked them, and they said sure, like, because I had already did a review for them, and they they always be trying to send me their products when they get something new now. I didn't know they was gonna actually send it, but yeah, I got a new set coming, and that's what this whole content creating shit do for you, bro. It just opens up a lot of doors, man, and you build a lot of relationships with these brands and companies, and yeah, they'll send you whatever you ask for after a while. So it's crazy. Would you prefer a prime 24 over the 24 to 70? I'm gonna say yes. The reason why I learned I'm not good with these type of lenses. I only use this if I vlog, but if I'm actually filming something for real, I don't think this is a good idea for me personally, because I like to zoom in too much. I get very indecisive, and it shows when I have a zoom lens, because I'll be like, let me go 24, now let me go 35, let me go 28. Like, I really think this way as I'm filming stuff. So a lot of time in my shots, a lot of it comes from me being indecisive on which focal length I want. So I be zooming in and out a lot. And that messes up a lot of my shots too. But when you vlog, and you can't really make no mistakes. So it is what it is. As far as the new camera I got, it's new, but not super new. It's not like it just dropped. But I went ahead and got the S52X. So now I have two S52s, but I just got the upgraded version. You feel me? And I feel great about it. Uh I'm curious to see like what's the major difference with it. I don't really think there's gonna be a major difference as far as quality, except for this is a brand new sensor versus a sensor that has been used for over a year and a half now. So I mean, better look better. Oh, I said it better look better. That's crazy. It better look a little bit different, I would say, but overall, I just got this camera because I know for a fact that this will be a good look for me to have two shots that's seamless with the same exact quality, same file sizes, all of that stuff. So it was more so a lot of intent behind why I got the S52X. And plus, like who said it earlier? Where my boy at? Oh yeah, A3. He said basically he felt like he should always got the S52X, so he went ahead and upgraded and got that one as well. So I'm kind of in the same boat. Thomas said, "Yo, I live in Atlanta too, bro. We should make some shit together. I'm a Canon shooter, R5 MK2. Yeah, I don't really know much about the Canon, but they do have some really good quality. My boy Rich, he shoots with the R5C. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate their live viewing process. Like, and when I say that, like you're not able to see the color grade on your actual camera monitor as you film it. It's like all you see is the log. So imagine filming vlog with no colors, no view assist, like to where you could preview your LUT. Just imagine just shooting that gray flat image and trying to expose for that. Like that is horrible. So that turned me away from Canon like right away. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh hell no. Nah. Well, his camera, that's why I say I tried to even figure it out on his camera. I didn't find that option at all. And the menu system is kind of extensive. It kind of reminds me of a Sony a little bit. But yeah, he don't use a monitor, so he just films with his camera with the lens and the battery. He just go real vlog style. So I didn't see no view assist, no color assist on there, and it turned me away from Canon right away. but I know that Canon does have some great quality too. Um, they do have probably the best autofocus I witnessed. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I got the S5 II X. So I just upgraded from my old camera, which I'm still gonna be shooting with this too. You feel me? But yeah, I got the S5 II X. I just got it last night. I fully rigged this out. I actually made a video too, putting this together. So I might drop that. I was like, y'all probably wouldn't care because like y'all already know I had the S5 II. It's not like it's not the newest camera out, but it's new to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, same to you, bro. But yeah, as far as linking up in Atlanta, man, I want to like find a couple people and just link up all at once. I get hit up daily about everybody trying to link up and stuff. But I think it'd be dope to have like a little meetup. So that way I could just kind of like meet everybody at once and create some shit. I might rent out like a studio space or something and do that. I was kind of considering that. So I don't know, that might be an option. I might get that done in like the next week. Might do it towards the end of the month or some shit like that. Yes, I'm a Canon shooter, but Sony autofocus got us beat. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Canon and Sony is the only ones that can really have a battle about autofocus. But I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't really care about autofocus that much. It doesn't make a break nothing for me. No, I never had the S5 II X. I always had the regular S5 II. So all the stuff y'all seen is with the basic one. I'm knocking off filters and shit. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people thought I had the X this whole time. Nah, I never did. But it's crazy because now I have 3 full frame cameras. I have the Blackmagic 6K full frame, which I'm talking to y'all on right now. And this is just the kit lens. This is the 20 to 60 millimeter, 3.5 to 5.6, with F 3.5 to 5.6. And yeah, so I got 3 full frame cameras now. So when it's time to actually shoot these films that I'm working on, and keyword working on, so it's already in progress. It's just going to help with multiple angles, and then if I want to get exterior shots, like mounting the camera on the car and all of that stuff, I'd rather risk this one than this. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, for my workflow, it made sense, and that's what I would recommend. Just get what works for you. Don't really go for what's trending or what's the hype. The next camera that surprisingly is going crazy to me is this little shit. You know what I'm saying? The Osmo Pocket 3. So this is my extra cameraman when I don't have Tati around, or Gibbs. Shout out to Gibbs. Y'all gonna actually meet her on this channel too. She shoots with the FX6. But this right here is that guy, man. I got some more accessories coming. I got the anamorphic adapter for it. I got my what's the name too. Damn, I just realized my ND filter fell off. I don't even know where that went. But yeah, man, I think this is that guy. I think it's really dope. It's simple, and then I like that it can track me. Let me actually try to do this real quick. Uh, if I turn on face auto detect, this shit can really track me. This is dope. How do I? Oh, I gotta lock it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. For me, that's the only thing I don't like. The screen is so small. I got big hands, so this shit be it'd be feeling crazy. Yeah, the dynamic range is okay. Like it's good for the price. Let me see. Well, oh yeah, it's doing it. So it's only y'all can't tell, but it's barely following me right now. If I was to get up and walk around and just leave this camera sitting, this is why I bought it, because doing the BTS, the shit really follows me around. So it's saying especially the dynamic framing feature. Oh, you said dynamic framing. Okay, my bad. I read right past that. As soon as I see dynamic, my brain goes in range. So see what I'm saying? You can't jump to the conclusion. That's what I just learned. But yeah, explain that feature to me though. Like let's see what's the difference with this. Uh, push the joystick, switch from focus frame, press 5D button to start. What the hell? Huh? I gotta see what that's about. What the hell is the 5D button? Okay. I'm really confused here. I don't know what the hell this does, but Yeah, I guess it's yeah. Uh, okay. So it just kind of keep that. I see what it does. So it keeps a certain framing, no matter what, no matter how you move, it's going to keep that framing there, or try to at least. It's pretty interesting, bro. Huh? Yeah, I gotta tap in with this a little bit more. I'm literally lost to this. Like I said, I don't want to keep saying what I call this camera, but I just think it's hilarious. I call this a bad bitch camera, and it's because that's literally what I feel should be filming with this. Like as a grown man, vlogging with this could be pretty judgmental from people. It's like, I don't know, something's off by this guy. He got this little camera. Yeah, it could look a little too mysterious, but I feel like that's kind of the point of it is to stay low key. Something that I want to try to film in too. I want to like film inside of like a museum. I'm gonna start doing stuff like that. That's like out of my element. That's kind of what I told myself this year I want to do too. Like step out my comfort zone, do things that I usually don't, and see like what comes from that. How do I actually feel? Um, but yeah, I never went to like museums and like for art and stuff. Yeah. Right. Stepping out my comfort zone and doing stuff like that. I also got this place that I found. It's called Old Car City in Atlanta. Well, it's not in Atlanta. It's far out from the city, but they got old vintage cars. It's like a junkyard full of like old cars and stuff. I probably should take a trip out there and film. You know what? I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna go today. Actually, yeah. I actually take a trip out there today and do that. Soon as I get done with my handling my business that I need to, I'm gonna take a trip out there and film. I think that'd be pretty dope because huh, especially with the Osmo. So something else I've been working on too is I'm thinking about yeah, I used to watch Valandian stuff years ago. Yeah, but I at this point in my career I feel like I don't know, I don't really find excitement in like watching people no more. And I think it's because I really found my own style. So it's like looking for inspiration when it comes to already having your own style is pretty hard. So I just kind of like let my imagination be my inspo at this point. But yeah, he's really dope. A lot of people try to say we are very similar. I think the only difference is he definitely has a cinematic look and feel to his footage too. Um, I just think our aesthetic is a tad bit different. Like my approach is different, I would say. But we definitely both are on the cinematic tip for sure. He's definitely dope as fuck. I hope he get better with the whole, cancer thing too. That sucks for anybody to go through. I actually respect that he's still like creating content, even though he's in that, you know, that's in his journey. He documented that. That takes a lot of courage. So yeah, shout out to Valandis. I used to watch his stuff years ago. And I ain't gonna say like I haven't seen his stuff recently. Like I saw his stuff. Like I said, the cancer stuff is all I really tapped back in and saw because once I saw that, I was like, let me see, is this like real? Like, what's really going on? But yeah, that's crazy for him to have to cut his hair. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, he's dope as hell though, man. So shout out to him. Um, Another person who I would say this, I always get credit to YC Imaging too. He was who I used to watch when I cared to do music videos a lot. But a lot of people's content didn't really serve me no purpose once I started figuring out my own. And I knew that I just like stuff that's cinematic and I like to make everyday life look a certain way. A lot of people do that, but it's like I don't know. It's like most of the time they're trying to sell you products in the midst of it. So I don't really be liking that vibe because it feels scripted to me. I like real authentic stuff that looks good. And that's what I feel like my style is on. So yeah. But outside of that, man, I definitely am going to be dropping more like short film style stuff for y'all. That's something else to expect. Um, I'm gonna try to go live like once a day too on this channel because I feel like I got the time to do it. And it's just more so to just, stay afloat and just keep building my community. It's not really about me. I don't go live for myself. It's not really me to get on here and brag to y'all about anything either. Like that's not where I'm at. It's more so just to connect and understand what is it that my community care to see, or y'all kind of give me a lot of ideas too, and y'all don't even realize it. Because I can make content all day long, but if it's stuff that doesn't really serve nobody any purpose, then what is the purpose? So a lot of times I get on to kind of study and pick people's brains to see like what is it that people are looking for, especially when it comes to me, because the things that I find interesting about myself, y'all probably don't care to like come to my channel and see that as much. So I have to like find a middle ground, like where I'm giving y'all what I want and also giving y'all what y'all need, if that makes sense. So any advice for small creators trying to make real art but getting no love on here? Um, how can I put it? What's going on, Mo? That's one of my boys, man. He been tapped in since the whole Black Magic Pocket 4K days. Shout out to him too, man. He's actually one of the first people to buy my LUT pack. He still says it works. But back to what Ty said. I guess my advice to you, bro, is don't worry about numbers. Worry about making a lasting impression. That's what I would say. So instead of trying to figure out like why people are not viewing it, try to figure out how to make them keep viewing it, if that makes sense. How to keep them engaged longer. You gotta figure out your style first. So I feel like a lot of people try to jump to keeping making sure they have retention and like keeping people watching their stuff, but it's like you don't even know what your purpose is on what you're doing yet. So it's like if you don't have that figured out, then you're gonna always be kind of lost in the sauce. And also just stay consistent. So if you posting a certain type of content, keep posting that same style until people get hip to it. And once they do, it's like they're gonna go back and binge watch everything, and then now you got a whole like domino effect that's going to happen. Because what I realized is you can go viral off a video once and people will never watch that shit again, or you can have a video that people watch more and more every day that eventually becomes viral, and then it has a whole second wave of people. I'm literally going through this right now on TikTok. So if y'all go check my TikTok, I got a video right now that it was just at it's crazy, bro. Let me go to this. I actually need a screenshot. I'm gonna go to my screenshot so I can give y'all accurate information. Hold on. And Catch and Shoot Films, yo, bro, where you get your music from? Your vlogs, they always flow smooth. I get my music from Epidemic Sound and Splice, and sometimes I find little stuff in CapCut. It just depends, but yeah, I always be using those. Anyway, yeah, tie back to what you're saying. Let me get this. That's my issue. I can't narrow down my content. I love making a lot of different stuff. Stop doing that shit, bro. I'm telling you now, just stop. Do not try to be the person that drops all type of shit on your channel. Like, perfect example, right? If I'm a person that's coming to learn about film, I don't want to see you playing the game. I don't want to see you fixing on cars unless you make that a part of your film aspect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get at. A lot of people think that, oh shit, I'm gonna drop content on this. I'm gonna do this and that. But it's like the reason why my content works is because I'm basically letting y'all see me doing all type of shit, but it's always cinematic related. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm going to add it in it has to be part of my niche or my niche, whatever, however they say it. It has to be a part of it. It can't be its own separate entity. Like it got to be a part of the main thing that they coming to see. So if I want to play basketball, I can't just upload a goddamn 1v1 of me playing basketball. Now I'm on some like DDG and back in the days when they used to do all the one-on-one shit, and now I'm becoming like that type of YouTube. It's like, bro, what the hell happened to the cinematic side? But if I film myself waking up, getting prepared to go play basketball, I get some cinematic shots of me hooping, I still gave them what I wanted, but I just put it into the niche that I am providing or the niche that they expect from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not what you do, is how you do it. So that's what you gotta work on. I feel like if you're a person that feel like, oh, I got so much things I want to express all of that shit one way, if that makes sense, instead of expressing all these different things a million different ways, because you're never going to know what your main focus is if you are trying to like decipher that on top of creating all these different like videos and trying to start all these different like like series and stuff. But just consolidate that shit into one category and still do all the things you want. You know, so that's a good tip, I would say. Uh, yeah. It said, oh, I also be looking up the shit on TikTok real quick. And it sucks, bro, because I finally am going viral on TikTok when they about to end the shit. But that just always been my luck with stuff. Every time I check this shit, bro, I get so many comments. But let me see. So right now I got a video at 237,000 views. This video last week was under 100,000. So it's crazy, bro. This shit get so many shares and likes a day. I literally gained 7,000 7,000 followers this time, you know. So it's crazy, man. But let me go to my actual screenshots. Let's see if I go here, screenshots. Let me see my TikTok video. Now that was the other day. Let me see TikTok. When was it? January 3rd. Damn, I don't got it. You can't see it up in this. Damn, I'm really trying to find this. I don't think I'm able to see it though. But anyway, man, yeah, that video didn't have as many views as it has now. So it kind of went viral. Like it kind of took off at first, slowed down, and then like a second wave of people started reposting the video. And the beauty of what I learned too is if you make content that's shareable, it's no way possible you can't go viral. Because think about it, right? If I have a video that 1 million people view, but nobody shares it, it's not as valuable as a video that 100 people view and 100 of those people shared it. If that makes sense, it's like it teaches the platform that you making things that people feel like they got to tell other people about. So guess what the algorithm does? It does the exact same. So it feel like if this is where everybody is kind of like, this is like the talk of the if this is like the internet sensation right now, everybody's kind of like searching for this video, or everybody's like, oh, you got to see this and that. The algorithm picks up on that and they start to push it itself too. So the reason why these videos have a lot of views is not because the content is just good or whatever. It's because people are telling other people about it. And the more awareness you bring to yourself, the more that, you know, your business increase, all of that stuff. So that's the main thing with that. You said, why do you use CapCut now? I only use CapCut because it's just way straight. It's straight to the point when it comes to editing vlogs and stuff like that. And I don't feel like I need to, you know, do all this super in-depth color grading on a vlog. I already got Luts. I just use my Luts and color correct, and it'd be just as good as if I use DaVinci Resolve. And also DaVinci Resolve been on some bullshit. They've been really slow to me. Like the editing process be very laggy, skips a lot. The music plays back delayed. So to be honest, if I could find another program outside of DaVinci Resolve to get my shit done, I don't like Final Cut either. Final Cut just make big ass file sizes for no reason. You can do a project on Final Cut and that shit'll be 200 gigabytes for goddamn 20 clips and just audio. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. So I literally buy new hard drives probably once a month, 4 terabytes each. So I'm at the point now where I'm thinking I'm finna go to Best Buy. I probably should go today, and I was gonna buy this. I think it's a 14 terabyte. Yeah, so I was thinking about the 14 terabyte external hard drive. I was gonna just clear my whole computer out, like take all my files off of it, and just see if that makes it much faster. But I literally bought a brand new computer, and DaVinci Resolve was lagging even worse on that shit. So I think that's just a program, bro, and it sucks because I depend on that shit to do music videos. But I don't know, bro. It really makes me annoyed. But you say, yeah, you've been getting the whole delay on Resolve too. I was told not to post widescreen videos on TikTok and YouTube, but you definitely proved it wrong. Not for sure. But you know, everybody try to go off with work for somebody else, but you gotta understand, like, you gotta just do whatever you feel is best, you know. And I've been stopped following people's rules. Um, rules are made to be followed, but they also can be broken too. I always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Don't break the law, but break the rules for sure. You know what I'm saying? I always, keep that mentality because a lot of shit that people say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. They don't know what the hell they talking about. It just worked for them that time. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact my longevity is widescreen. I know that a lot of people actually want to see detail and stuff. Y'all that vertical shit is cool, but I personally don't like it. Feel what I'm saying? I don't like that shit, bro. So y'all don't really see me doing no vertical content. I don't really be caring too much about that. Yeah. Uh you say you gotta get a NAS network drive, like 60 terabyte. Hold on, let me look that shit up now. I ain't never heard of that. You said Mr. Youngin discovered your videos recently and you clearly got a good eye for color as your grades are top. I guess say top tier. I would say especially the skin tones, but I can't get over the jarring autofocus. Why not set the focus manually before you shoot? Because I'm by myself, bro. Like, and most of the time it's like when I'm vlogging, bro, I don't care for like perfection with that. I'm just expressing myself. So when it comes to client work, I'm not going for all the autofocus jarring shit, but for my own little personal passion project shit, I don't care that much, bro. I'm not that like invested on that aspect because shit, I mean, we complain about autofocus, but then when we use it, it's rules to that too. It's like you can't win for losing, bro. That's what I learned. So I kind of blocked that out. In a sense, but yeah, I get it though. It could be pretty annoying, but it's because of the way I said it too, though. You know what I'm saying? I be setting the focus to be in a certain spot, and I end up moving out of it, and then that's when the autofocus a jump. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really the camera, it's really user error, but it's because also I come from cameras where we didn't have autofocus. Like my Black Magic right now, I love shooting with Black Magic. I've been shooting them for years. Never had autofocus a day in my life with them. So it's like when it comes to that shit, the autofocus is something that people have kind of made me be open to. I never really cared for it for that reason because I knew people was like, oh, you need autofocus, but then when I use autofocus, then it's still wrong. So it's like you can't win for losing with it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's like it's not paid projects. It's just shit I'm doing for fun. I'm just out practicing cinematography. So I mean, if a little scene want to go from autofocus to out, it doesn't bother me personally. And I shoot shit every day, so it's like it don't irritate me as much. But I can see how, as a viewer, you be like, damn, it kind of threw the shot off. But I don't think it's that deep, honestly. But that's just me though, But yeah, I got the S5 IIX. Another camera I'm thinking about getting eventually, but I don't even want to buy no more cameras. I also told myself that I was going to be just basically staying out of the way of buying cameras. I would love for them to send me a Ronin 4D one day, like the 8K version or whatever. If I can get a Ronin 4D, it would really be crazy. This is basically my mini Ronin 4D. Some of the color grades I got with this shit is amazing though. I'm not gonna cap. Like I really took this little camera for granted. I was like, man, this ain't gonna be talking about nothing. Like